Alright guys, I'm back. Week 5 NFL reactions. I didn't post last week. My bad, okay? I just didn't feel like posting. Like, there's no reason for it. I have no good excuse or anything, but I'm gonna try getting 4 videos out. I'll at least get 3 out. But yeah, week 5 NFL reactions. Let's go. First up, we had a Thursday night game. 26-23. Rams lose to the 49ers. If I did drop a predictions video, I would have predicted the Rams to win. And yeah, by flying colors. But they lost to the 49ers somehow, so that's crazy. 49ers are not a good team. I do not believe they're a good team at all. But yeah, let's go and get into the game more. I'm going to go in depth this week, get more in depth in the games, talk about the stats. Matt Stafford, 30 for 47, 389 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Chef's kiss of a game. Absolute elite game. Like, that's probably his best game in like 2 years. So yeah. Mac Jones, arguably like as good. 33 for 49, 342, and 2 touchdowns. Balled out. Running was led by Kyren and Christian. They didn't even drop 100, so who cares? Kendrick Bourne dropped 10 receptions for 142 yards. Kendrick Bourne, yeah, you heard that right. And then Devontae, 3 for 88. Puka dropped 10 for 85 and a touchdown. Kyren had 2 scores, 31 points in fantasy. So yeah, he balled out. And yeah, it was a pretty good game actually. I expected it to be a boring game. Rams were gonna blow them out, was what I expected, but it did not happen. Pretty good game overall. And what wasn't a good? What wasn't a good game was the next game, Vikings and Browns. I could have took a nap. This game was terrible. I watched the whole thing though. It was a 9:30 a.m. game. It was in London. Dylan Gabriel showed flashes. He's pretty green though. He's pretty raw still. 2 touchdowns, 190 yards. Carson Wentz threw for 236 and a touchdown. Jordan Mason had a touchdown. Quinshon Judkins might be best running back Browns have had since Nicholas Jamal Chubb, the GOAT. Love him. David Njoku had 6 receptions for a touchdown, and then Harold Fannin also had a touchdown. So Justin Jefferson, what a game by him. And Jordan Addison. He only played the second half because he was late to the walkout or whatever, the walkthrough for the Vikings. He has to stop making dumb decisions, especially like as a second-year player. Like, he's supposed to be an example for the team, but yeah. Next game we have was the Cowboys-Jets, and who was watching this game? Apparently it's a great game. Cowboys put up 37-22 against the Jets. Jets are a fourth quarter team only. They cannot put up points in any other quarter. Like, any other quarter, they're like, they're taking a nap, all right? They go to sleep. And then the fourth quarter comes on, they're looking at the best team in football. But you can't just be doing that. You can't only play in the fourth quarter. Their defense looks terrible, even though they hired a defensive coordinator who was supposed to be great and help their defense. Offense is good, but it's kind of hard to play when you're only playing in the fourth quarter. Like, they need to work somehow where they play good in the first and second and third quarter, because if they did, they would be better than 0-5. They are off to a terrible start. But Cowboys, Javonte Williams is the best running back of all time. Like, he's top 5 right now in the league. I'm going to say right now, because Jonathan Taylor, number 1. Give me Christian McCaffrey 2, Saquon 3, Henry 4, I guess, and then we're putting Javonte Williams at number 5. Actually, no. We got to have Bijan in there somewhere. Yeah, that was a bad list. Don't listen to that list, okay? Breece Hall had 113 yards. Justin Fields, 2 touchdowns. Garrett Wilson also had a touchdown. Garrett Wilson's potential is getting wasted. Trade him to any team. Trade him to, like, give him to the Panthers. I know it seems like a terrible trade, right? The Panthers are trash. Why would we trade him to the Panthers? But if Bryce Young, if he had a young star receiver like that, he'll have Tet and Xavier Leggett. Panthers offense, if Bryce Young can play, would be unstoppable. Justin Fields is not a bad quarterback. It's just their coaching, bro. Their coaching is trash. Like, and their defense is trash. Ryan Flournoy, never heard of the guy, led the for the Cowboys in receiving, 114 yards, no touchdowns. Next game, we have the Saints getting their first win against the New York Cam Scatterboo's the GOAT Giants. I don't care if Cam Scatterboo does not score another touchdown in his life. He is my favorite player in the league right now. Not the best player, nowhere near, but he's just so fun to watch. He won't even try making you miss. You're right in front of him. He's right here. Say the touchdown's right there, and you're the only defender. He won't even try like juking you, spin move. He's gonna try running right through you every time, and it's gonna work. He's like just so fun to watch. He'll just try running through everyone, literally everyone. For the Saints rushing, Kendre Miller had one more carry than Alvin Kamara and more yards. Alvin Kamara fall off? I don't know, boys. Jackson Dart threw 2 interceptions, and after the game, he was like, "Yeah, we lost this game because of me. I'm the one who lost this game." So at least he's taking accountability. There, Spencer Rattler threw a touchdown, 225 yards. Rashid Shaheed scored a touchdown, 114 yards for him. So that was pretty good. Yeah, Saints get their first win. It was a good game for the Saints. Not the best for the Giants, but yeah. And let's talk about good game. The Colts put up 4-0 on the Raiders. Geno Smith fraud, get him out of the league. He's washed. Old, terrible. Any bad name fits Geno Smith right now. Ashton Jeanty, 14 carries, 67 yards. Also led the team in rushing, I think, or not rushing, receiving. I don't know. No, Trey Tucker did, but Ashton Jeanty had 100 all-purpose yards or over that, and that's good for his career. But they gotta get him out of Vegas, bro. Ashton Jeanty cannot play in Vegas. Geno Smith can't play in Vegas. I don't know if it's the coach's fault. I don't know if it's Pete Carroll's fault, even though he's the GOAT. It can't be his fault. It's gotta be the players, right? But I don't know. Now, Jonathan Taylor put up a hat trick, 3 tutties on the day. 3. Uno dos tres. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, best running back in the league right now. Give me another name. No one. Jonathan Taylor's him. But yeah. Colts, they're looking unbeatable. Even though they did get beat by the Rams, they shouldn't have lost that game. Adonai Mitchell, I didn't have reactions last week, but if I did, Adonai Mitchell would have got blamed. I know he's human. He didn't deserve that. I don't care. You single-handedly lost the Colts game, buddy. Get out of town. I don't need you in the state. Next up, we have the Panthers beating the Dolphins. Panthers, you played a team that actually played good. You played a good team that played good, and you played better. You didn't play a bum team. You played an actually decent team. Bryce Young did have a pick. It wasn't the best pick I've seen. Tua, 3 touchdowns. People were saying that the last drive he sold, but only saw his 3 touchdowns. So, yeah. Devon Achane, 10 carries for 16 yards. What went wrong there, buddy? What happened there? Jalen Waddle had a masterclass of a game, 110 yards, and Xavier Gett had the best catch I've seen in my life. Hauled it in the touchdown. Rico Dowdle, 206 yards of touchdown. I know I'm moving around a lot, between all these players, but it was a great game. I didn't watch a single play of Panthers Dolphins until the 4th quarter, and then I was like, whoa. We gotta watch Panthers football. Come on now, Panthers football. Rico Dowdle, 206 yards and a touchdown. Trade him to any other team, he is the running back 1. Trade him 95% of the league, he's a running back 1. Put him on the Seahawks, running back 1. Over Kenneth Walker. No, trade him to the Cardinals. Wait, hold up. Cardinals might need a running back. That's a good trade, bro. I would do it. And next up, we have the Broncos killing the Eagles. Not really. But Eagles choke 17-0, 4th quarter lead. Broncos win 21-17. Bo Nix had 1 touchdown, my bad. 1 touchdown. I thought it was 2, but it was 1. J.K. Dobbins, a touchdown. Courtland Sutton almost had 100 yards. Devonta Smith, 114 yards. Saquon, 6 carries for 30 yards. But he also had 56 in receiving, so it doesn't really matter. Jalen Hurts, 2 touchdowns. When the Eagles have to throw the ball a lot, they're going to lose, okay? They're going to lose when they have to throw the ball a lot. Even though Jalen Hurts isn't bad at passing, he's a good quarterback. But if the Eagles can't run the ball and they have to throw the ball, they're going to lose, all right? It's going to happen. And speaking of losing without throwing the ball, the Ravens get absolutely pummeled. Absolutely just dead. Kick him out the league at this point. 44-10 by the Strouds, bro. The Strouds. The C.J. Stroud Texans. All right. 4 touchdowns for C.J. Stroud on 4 incompletions also. Cooper Rush, 3 interceptions? What's up there, buddy? Nicholas Jamal Chubb had 11 carries for 61 yards and a touchdown. People who signed Woody Marks and started him, he had 1 game. What are we doing? Like, people, they see someone have 1 game, he's on the team. He's on that fantasy team instantly. Like, give him at least 2 weeks to have a good game, you know? 2 good games. Christian Kirk led it in receiving, no touchdowns though. Zay Flowers, no touchdowns. Derrick Henry's falling off. I'm joking. I will not tolerate King Henry slander. I don't care. I don't care if he puts up 100 carries for 10 yards and 0 touchdowns. He's the GOAT. He's the best running back I've seen in my life, bar none. No one's better than Derrick Henry. I watched him when he was in Tennessee because I used to live in Tennessee. I watched him when he was in Tennessee for like 5 years. I watched him the whole time he's been in Baltimore. He's the GOAT. I love him. And speaking in Tennessee, what a segue. Wow. Speaking of Tennessee, we have the Tennessee Titans getting their first win against the Arizona Cardinals in a crazy game. Game of the week. I would put a game of the week if the next game wasn't the game of the week. But Cam Ward, 1 interception. He should have had 2. And then it was wait, I don't know if they counted that. They might have counted that one as interception. I don't know. So Cardinals DB. I wish I could show the play, but like I don't know how to pull it up. So Cardinals DB picks it off, right? Stumbles, fumbles the ball. Ball gets kicked around. Recovered in the end zone by Tyler Lockett for a touchdown. It was the craziest play I've ever seen. Amari DeMarcado had him on my fantasy team. He lost me the week. Not really. I got 140 points up on me to 114, but he lost me. He dropped the ball like Adonai Mitchell, bro. Like, what are we doing? MHJ had a comeback, put up 100 yards, and Calvin Ridley had 131 yards. And now for the next game. Next game. Seahawks losing to the Buccaneers, 30-35. They outplayed us, all right? They played a better game than us. They deserve to win. It was an absolute perfect game. I don't know why I'm not more hyped about this, but it's just like, oh. Like, we're going to the playoffs probably. The Buccaneers are going to the playoffs. Baker Mayfield played an absolute perfect game. 29 for 33, 379 yards, 2 touchdowns, absolutely amazing game. Sam Darnold, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. I'll get to that in a second. 341 yards. Kenneth Walker, 10 carries, 86 yards, absolutely great. Rashad White, 14 carries, 41 yards, 2 touchdowns. Peak. If you're my dog barking, sorry. All right? Emeka Buka, 7 receptions, 160 yards, 1 touchdown. Like, he's him. He's him. Oh, you know who did better? Not better, but you know who's also good? Jackson Smith-Njigba. 8 receptions, 132 yards, 1 touchdown also. Who else we had in there? Like, Sterling Shepard caught a touchdown in the back of the end zone. Like, okay, Lavonte David got an interception. All right, here's what happened. Sam Darnold, ready, hike. Let me get a full reenactment. Let me stand up for this one. Hike. Here's the defender. Bang, bounces off of his helmet. Like, he skins his helmet. And then Lavonte David comes out of nowhere. Swoops it up for the interception. It's not even Sam Darnold's fault, bro. Like, it was going to be a completion, too. And then it bounced off the defender's head. Like, move out the way. Get out of the way, bro. Zach Charbonnet had a touchdown. A.J. Barner had 2 touchdowns. Torrey Horton had a touchdown. I didn't know who this was before this season, but Torrey Horton, take him up on your fantasy team. If he's on your waiver wire still, pick up Torrey Horton, all right? Anyone who's watching this in my league, do not pick up Torrey Horton, all right? I'll be getting him, so sorry about that one. But yeah, absolute shootout, absolute perfect game. We've had one great game at least every single week, and I'm happy about that. I'm happy my Seahawks played in one of them. But bro, what's our kicker? Jason Myers? Yeah, Jason Myers. If you would have missed the field goal, the game would have went into overtime, buddy. What are you not understanding? If you would not have missed that one field goal, then we would have went to overtime. We had a chance to win until it was 55 yards, okay? It was 55 yards, okay? You know, I'll give it to you 55 yards. Like, I mean, I could make that in my life. Like, but bro, you're an NFL kicker. Make that, bro. And then Michael Dixon only had to punt the ball 1 time because our offense was electric. Same for Riley Dixon. He had to punt it twice for the Buccaneers. But Buccaneers kicker Chase McLaughlin had 12 points. They needed every single one of those points. If you would have missed one field goal, game would have been tied overtime. But absolute great game. And now we have a game that wasn't so great. And we're going to talk about that one. 49ers, what am I saying? Am I restarting the video? No. Lions, Bengals. This is a long video, I know, because I'm talking about it a lot, okay? Jared Goff, 3 touchdowns. Played perfect. Lions won 37-24. I don't know if I said that, but played perfect. 258 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jake Browning, 3 touchdowns. And 3 interceptions. Come on now. Jake Browning led the team in rushing and passing. And Dave Montgomery, high school quarterback. Brock Wright, ding, touchdown. Yeah, Dave Montgomery also had a touchdown on the ground. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 100 on the day, 8 receptions. Jamar Chase, 6 receptions, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. And the Bengals traded for Joe Flacco. All right. Traded for Joe Flacco for a 6th-round pick. I think like a bag of chips, yeah. Because Jake Browning, you're out, buddy. You're out of time. Get him out of time. They don't want him here. But yeah, closer game than it should have been. It was all in the 4th quarter that the Bengals came back pretty much. Comeback, we can call it that. And what I wish to see a comeback here. Chargers, Commanders. The Chargers are charging. They are charging. They're choking the season away. Herbert, 1 interception. Trey Lance got like a pretty good amount of playing time. And Justin Herbert led the team in rushing. Amari Hampton, where are you, bro? Jaden Daniels comes back, 231 yards, a touchdown, 15 for 26. Didn't even play that good of a game. Had 9 incompletions. But when you have Bill Krosky Merritt on your team to score 2 touchdowns, 111 yards on 14 carries, hey, we're going to have some problems there, all right? So maybe if the Chargers' run defense can, stop the run, this wouldn't be happening. Chargers, I don't know why I'm getting mad. I don't even like this team. I just, what are we doing? Debo is not washed. Debo is him. 8 receptions, 96 yards, and a touchdown. Keenan Allen, 5 receptions for 58 yards, and Ladd McConkey had the greatest kick return of all time. Ding, hurls a guy, but it got called back. Of course it did. Next up, we had the New England Patriots beating the Buffalo Bills on Sunday Night Football. Josh Allen, in the Christmas spirit, just giving away to the defense. 1 interception only, but still just giving away. Drake May, 22 for 30. Great game. All their points came from Ramondre Stevenson on the ground. 2 touchdowns on 7 carries for 14 yards. Terrible game. I'm Stephon Diggs. I despise you. I trade Bucky Irving and Stephon Diggs for Caleb Williams and Jameson Williams. I know it's an absolutely terrible trade, but I'm a gift giver, bro. I'm giving back to the community. Bucky Irving was out this week, so I'm like, here, I'll just go and give him away. Jameson Williams is doing pretty good. He's on an upward trajectory. He dropped 18 last week. You know how many points Jameson Williams dropped for me in my fantasy team this week? Uno dos. And Stephon Diggs decides to drop at 7,000 points, like 22 points. Like, what? I'm gonna end my life. No, I'm done. I'm done talking about the game. You're making me angry. Next game, Chiefs, Jacksonville Jaguars. Jags win 31-28. Chiefs are frauds. Jags are also frauds. Trevor Lawrence made the play of the year. Stumbles, gets back up, stumbles again, hurdles, touchdown. Mahomes, the last play of the game, threw it for like 7,000 yards. Trevor Lawrence and Mahomes both led the team in passing and rushing. No running back for in this game, bro. And then BTJ balled out, 4 for 80. Tyquan Thornton balled out, 3 for 90. And yeah, that's it for the week. I'm angry. I'm going to go. I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to get this uploaded. And you will see tomorrow's video, week 6 predictions. And then the next day, what is that? Thursday, you should be getting power rankings or quarterback review. Or I just might post only on Friday instead of Thursday. But Stephon Diggs and Jameson Williams, that's it for this video. I'm gone forever.